LCS Week 2 Day 1, Cloud9 versus Golden Guardians. So jumping into the draft, back to the previous priority of giving over urgot, banning Aatrox. So they first pick the urgot, obviously. They take Draven Lee Sin, so very interesting one too. There are a lot of junglers still in the game, so that is definitely interesting. They take Ezreal into Draven, so just trying to survive. The Draven should be pretty happy, just get some plates. And then they take Camille, and then they take LeBlanc. So they ban out Ryze Ornn. They only care about Ryze when they're picking LeBlanc. They just take the Viktor top to counterpick support. So they do know that wherever the urgot goes, they're going to have prio, but seems a little risky. I don't know who would be best into a blind Viktor top, but you still have like Jace in the game. I've even seen some Rivens do really well into Viktor. And they go Zoe into LeBlanc. So honestly, not bad for Golden Guardians. They got their counter picks. They do have winning top, debatably. Winning mid, for sure. LeBlanc versus Zoe. And this bot lane's pressure, for sure. So Golden Guardians definitely got what they wanted from the draft, but so did C9. They have the Ezreal Zoe for kind of a mid-range teamfight comp. So the Ezreal Zoe, if they get vision control, will be extremely oppressive. If they get any type of lead C9, I do expect a snowball. But Golden Guardians should have a lead from lane phase, and if they play cleanly, they do win this game, but it's very little room for error. It does seem kind of hard for Viktor to survive versus Camille Urgot, unless the LeBlanc Lee Sin do a really good job of taking control of the river and tracking the Camille. So from Golden Guardians, I do want to see really good jungle tracking of Camille. That's how they win this game. When you have lanes like this that are susceptible to ganks, I guess only top, but the main goal is to find the enemy jungle. If you have prio in lane, yes, it's good to smack the enemy turret, but it's even more important to just find the enemy jungler and punish the jungle. So if Camille gets behind, or Lee Sin can just live in Camille's jungle, get some wards, counter jungle just a little bit, it'll be really nice. So contracts with an early camp advantage. He did Krugs red, bot crab into Krugs. So getting both Krugs always feels insanely good. Don't dive this. Please tell me he doesn't dive this. Okay. He's waiting for the minion wave. Runs mid, spots the Camille. Wards it up. Alright, so they see the Camille. They're ready getting some turret damage bottom. LeBlanc has control of mid as expected. Viktor's getting pushed in top. That looked really weird. He just walked up and slept him. So Camille can walk in bot side. Get some wards onto the Lee Sin. That is unideal for the Lee Sin. But they do spot him. Wait, he's a level advantage. Just fuck him up. Ollie's level 4. Camille's level 3. Oh my god, he E'd. Does Draven get this? Give it to Draven. Oh. So first blood to the Lee Sin. That's really strong. Camille's Raptors should be coming up soon as well. Oh my god, Zoe had smite. Yeah, if you're Camille, you have to save your E for sure until after the eat, or just run. Wait for the Braum slow, and then you can get away. So good for the Lee Sin. He does take the Raptors. Going back to his jungle, he gets his own Raptors, his own red. Not sure if he's going to spend the time to get the Krugs, but they need to get vision back. This bot river is C9s, and that cannot happen. And LeBlanc needs to be winning this matchup. Bot turret's still pretty healthy for the Ezreal, but this is when he has the Tier Sheen and the Draven has the BF sword, so the Draven should be able to get some turret damage. Lee Sin's up here. They just handed off blue, so they know Camille is there. They just saw Lee Sin base. So let's get rid of this vision. Check the bush. Alright, Contract finds the pink ward. That seems impossible to survive. Just a random E flash. And now he has no flash. So now I'm really scared for this Viktor because, like we pinpointed in draft, that is the gankable lane for C9. If you don't know where the Camille is, you have to be super, super cautious. They get the Earth Dragon for it, so maybe they can set up a Rift Herald. But this Viktor's got to be terrified. His wave's in a bad spot. He does place a ward. But now I feel like Camille could even just go through lane. Contracts has to make his way to topside or track to Camille. He has to get eyes on this champion. So I'm guessing they just saw the Camille there. Braum TP bottom. Still bot turret at healthy 5 plates. So not the Draven impact you'd want. You definitely want more turret damage. You want to have that Draven pressure, be able to have pressure to dive, make plays around the Draven. Or just take the turret. But not really doing either right now. He does have the Storm Razor now. Ezreal doesn't have TP, so he's going to base. He probably will lose a lot of turret damage right now. 2v2. So Contracts did intercept that ulti, which is why it was kind of close. Oof. So Zoe, look at Zoe. So Zoe is just hovering. He's not even clearing the wave as he thinks something's going to happen up here. And he's already running. Braum is up here to cover mid as well. Interesting. So Zoe's roam doesn't really pay off. They lose another play topside. Let's see bot turret. Because he had like 10 seconds plus to hit bot turret for free. Oh, so bot turret, he got 3 plates. So Draven's in business. If they can get him a kill, it would be massive. Oh, 0-1. Hex flash? No urgot ult. Okay. So he doesn't want to go ham. So Licorice feeling really strong now. Maybe Golden Guardian should reevaluate urgot prio. Because even in LEC, urgot got massive. Both games it was given over. So the teams that have started treating urgot more OP than Aatrox have been having better results. Flash for flash. So Viktor no flash again. Stopwatch. Sleep. Damn, Niski's really playing this well. This is a good matchup for LeBlanc, by the way. People pick LeBlanc into the Zoe, and he picked Zoe into LeBlanc. It's not the easiest counter matchup for the LeBlanc, but the LeBlanc should still have pressure, get farmed. You might not be able to solo kill if the Zoe plays it well, but you should have first push every wave, especially once you get Ludens. And then going into the mid game, your champion is just more useful if you can push out a side lane. So once again, if you're playing Zoe and you have a lead and you're snowballing, it feels really good. But if you're even or behind and the enemy team can set up a good mid-game setup, then the Zoe's not going to feel too good to have on your team. You need the vision control for Zoe. Zoe's success is all about punishing mistakes. So obviously it has pretty good results in Spring Split for sure. So they do stop the Draven base by going ham on the TK. The Draven probably has a lot of money. He's had the Stormrazor for what, like 5 minutes? Lee Sin's down here. LeBlanc is coming too. Yeah, I mean, he could go ham, but it's probably not worth it. He doesn't have a stopwatch. Bot turret is really low, so maybe they can take first turret bottom. Oh, top turret already went down. And they still have Rift Herald. So you have to be really careful when you're splitting the map like this. Like, LeBlanc went all the way down bottom. Camille has free reign of top side. If they commit to this bot play, like 4-man, Camille can just spawn Rift Herald top, and you're not going to outrace that. Use Rift Herald mid. Zoe being really oppressive. The urgot came too, so they do have top prio. Viktor's top, 3v3 mid lane. Braum is coming, Ezreal's pushing bottom. Viktor's still top. Are they gonna lose 2 turrets? Wow. So no tier 2 for Golden Guardians versus Zoe. I do not see this game going too well. They have Ezreal too. They can put Ezreal or Zoe mid. I'm guessing Zoe will stay mid because it's Zoe. But now C9 can get really nice Baron set up with a Zoe. Even though they're only up, what, 2k gold, it's going to feel like a lot more with these comps. Alright, so not too much happening. You can see C9 slowly setting up topside. This is going to be the doom of Golden Guardians for sure. Ezreal Braum are pushing it on the Viktor. The Zoe can still clear mid wave. Now they're pushing in mid aggressively. They're going to get the vision. Like, this is what you need to do. You push in mid all the way, force someone to show on tier 3. Finally. Wow, 2 good Baron setups in a row. So this is as good as TL's Baron setup, the one that C9 is doing right now. So impressed with it for sure. Look how scared Golden Guardians is to even go in their own jungle. This is how it has to be. And the Zoe's going to be so oppressive here. This is really nice. Why doesn't he check? So free Baron for C9. Look at where Lee Sin is though. He's so scared. He's dead. But that was a nice setup. Thank you, C9. After watching the Fox vs TSM game, I needed this. Whew. Clean Baron. So now I expect pretty clean end. Froggen picks off Sneaky. Never mind. They can probably still get bot turret, but that's so unfortunate. They got a Baron at 20 minutes. Please just use it. Don't die. That was a pretty sneaky pick by Froggen though. Really well played. It's going to stall out this game for sure. So GGS does get probably An extra couple minutes because of that pick. Viktor dies. They're going to lose this inhib. But only losing one inhib to a 20-minute Baron's actually pretty good since they already lost all their turrets. They really only lost, what, 2 turrets and an inhib? So not too bad at all. They can push out waves. Maybe they get mid-turn in return? No. TP coming in from Braum. So next Baron is what's going to determine the game. Honestly, C9 got Baron, but it's 25 minutes and they're only up 4k. So yes, it's a big lead, but not insurmountable. If Draven gets a kill, then I would say Golden Guardians has a decent shot. Get the chunk. Lee Sin dead. Let's see this look here. Zoe showing top with Camille. Urgot showing bottom. So this look is good, it's just far. And then by the time, like, it's just a little overextended. But the concept is there. And Froggen with another pick. Froggen's really saving this game. Alright, well, another turn for C9. Baron's coming up. This is going to be really tough to deal with. If C9 does a similar Baron setup, make sure they get full control of the top jungle. This should be really free. So Golden Guardians have to set up and get a pick. They need to fight the control in this top jungle. If LeBlanc dies, it's over. It's over. Okay. I do like that they're waiting for a pick, but they're just not ready. And C9 walks in as 5. So once again, goodbye C9. They say fuck bot wave. Once we get control of Baron, it's over. They don't give themselves an opportunity to get picked off. And yeah, they just win the game with Zoe. Good shit. And you see the back pings? Look at the back ping red buff. They don't even want to go to it. They're just scared to walk in. Licorice is fine. They TP top. 3v4 on this side of the map. Don't do it to them. Is Niski Zoe just nuts or what? What's happening here? Are they gonna end the game? Alright, this game's over. So, clean game from C9. Thank you. I would say Sneaky getting picked out for the Baron was their biggest hiccup, but their game plan made sense. They got the kill on the Viktor. They were getting pressured bot lane, pressure mid lane, but they tried to maintain control. They made it work. Once they got the vision control, the game seemed over. So, really like the play from C9. For Golden Guardians, if they want to run comps like this, they have to be cleaner. Once the Viktor falls behind and then the Camille gets decently strong, and then once they start to turn that into control around mid lane, that's when the comp kind of falls apart. So I also kind of would like to see them try these comps with Ezreal out of the game. It's a lot more impressive if you have mid control. I guess it's Zoe anyway, but in their previous games it was versus Ezreal, pretty sure. But yeah, I'm not sure what Golden Guardians needs. Maybe they can track the Camille a lot better earlier. So right here, Camille was already dead. Lee Sin's around top. He does have a ward. He could have placed the ward for Viktor. So that would be 100% what he should do here. You're basing, place the fucking ward. Protect your Victor. It's the only lane that can die this game. They would have seen the Camille here. He would have been ready to flash the E. And say Victor doesn't die to that first, or got E flash. Then this game is completely different. So I would for sure say that Golden Guardians could have done something better now. They needed to help ward for the Victor. They know the Camille's going to go top. He's not going to play around mid unless Niski starts hitting sleeps on command. He's never going bot lane. Just ward for top. Played a counter jungle, which he did. He took Raptors, what, twice this game? So yeah. But good Baron Bay for C9. Looking forward to more LCS gameplay.